Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, how would you like to take a cruise to the Holy Land, but that doesn't actually go to the Holy Land? We have that story. We also have new entertainment now being told what's going to that dome on the brand new Sun Princess entertainment. They're hiring all new shows because that's a whole new theater, and it's going to be different than the Broadway shows you're going to see in the theater. I got some information on that. We have a warning going out for anyone flying on a particular airline because the pilots just voted approve a strike. So that could affect a lot of people's travels in the near future, both cruising and otherwise. And then we also have a really good deal out there. If you're a solo traveler and looking to sail on this cruise line, you get to do it and you don't have to pay double. Well, passengers currently on the Holy Cruise to Jerusalem just found out that because of civil unrest and unrest going on in the area, they have decided, sorry, we're not actually going to the Holy Land. So they're skipping Jerusalem and Tel Aviv. Well, that was the Holy Cruise. So I know that if you're going to be disappointed and kind of say, hey, I think I should get my money back, that one might be it, right? That one might be the cruise where it's sold as a cruise to the Holy Land, and then you don't go to the Holy, because it's not like this cruise goes to the Caribbean every week. This is one of those trips that goes every once in a blue moon. So if people book these years and years in advance to get on these cruises, so very disappointing. Instead, they'll spend more time in Greece area, but the cruise line is not going to go and bring passengers into an area that has unrest and possible danger to the ship, crew, and passengers. So I agree with that. That was on the Odyssey of the Seas. They are offering some compensation, which they didn't have to do, right? Because they're just changing port itineraries. But I guess they felt like I do that this was one of those really important cruises to a lot of people, a lot of important destinations on there for some people. Well, onboard credit, if you're in an inside or an ocean view cabin, it's $250. If you're in a balcony, you get a $300 onboard credit, and if you're in a suite, a $500 onboard credit, which I thought was pretty generous considering some cruise lines wouldn't offer a thing when they just switch ports. But again, really important itinerary, I thought. Next, we also have the Sun Princess. The Sun Princess has announced some new entertainment, and it's kind of like Cirque du Soleil. Everyone knows Cirque du Soleil, but do you know this one? Cirque Eloise. Eloise? E-L-O-I-Z-E. It's actually a Quebec circus group that also does aerobatics and juggling and all, anything that you would see in Cirque du Soleil, they do there as well. And they will be the company being hired to go on the Sun Princess to provide 3 different shows in the new dome area entertainment, which is not a non-pay. They're not charging extra to go to that entertainment. So it's 2 entertainment venues on that ship, the theater and up there, plus all the other places they'll have the live music in the bars and stuff like that. So looking forward to that. Now, they have 3 shows. Let me read you the shows. One is called Blue, one is called Come Fly Away, and the other will be called Art Beat. Now, I won't read them all, but here's just an example of what they call the one of them. This says, it's a poetic, universal, uplifting, a journey into the magical space between ocean and sky, where the spirit of love leads the artist through time and space, highlighting both the real and the surreal, bringing them to realize that no matter how far they go, the spirit of love is always with them. Wow. It's entertainment with Cirque du Soleil type performances. But I'm really excited about that. I'm on the ship for its inaugural sailing in February, and can't wait to see that one. That's a Mediterranean cruise for 10 days, so I'll have lots of time to show you the new ship. I can't wait to get out there and do that. Next we have one really good news, one not so good news, but before I get there, let me just invite you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. If you want to keep up to date with everything going on in cruising, from new entertainment coming to the brand new ships, to itinerary changes, to canceled cruises, to price hikes, to new ships coming online. We just try and talk about everything we possibly can and keep you as best informed as possible, including some tips and tricks that might just make your cruise a little bit better. Hope you'll join us. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, but it really does help the channel out. Okay, we have a pilot strike. At least they've authorized to go on strike. The pilots for Southwest Airlines have now approved going on strike. So if negotiations at any time break down, the pilots union is now in a situation where they can call a strike. Which of course, when that happens, it just throws havoc to anybody flying Southwest Airlines to any destination going out there. It becomes a complete catastrophe because sometimes you don't get any notice, or even worse, you're in the middle of your trip. So you've flown the airline to a destination and then they go on strike and then you can't fly home. You have to find other arrangements. Not the best. So keep that in mind if you happen to be flying Southwest Airlines. There's a possibility of a strike looming in the near future. Now, so for some better news, if you're a solo traveler, one of the banes of your existence, like mine, is when you book a cruise and there's no single supplement, which means you have to pay for two people, right? It says, oh, it's $2,000 a person. Well, that's $2,000 a person based on two people in the cabin, which means it's $4,000. And you got to pay the $4,000. So you're paying double when you sail by yourself. Well, Virgin Cruise Line on the Valiant Lady and the Resilient Lady for cruises all summer in Europe, they are waiving that supplement. So if you're a solo cruiser, you can sail on Virgin for one cost. $2,000 per person is $2,000 per person. And if you're by yourself, it means it's only $2,000. Great deal. That is a great, amazing deal. I might have jumped on a Virgin Cruise Line with this sail now when I'm in Europe in June. However, I have to be back in the United States like 3 days after I get off that cruise. I have to be here for something else I have to go and fly to Mexico for that I can't miss. It's something to do with my travel agency. So, but now I'm tempted to fly back. Of course, it all depends on my surgeries in July and August, but that is a heck of a deal, folks, because that can save you half the amount of money if you're a solo traveler. And hey, a lot of people are curious about Virgin. I'm curious about it. I don't know if I'm going to like it, but I'm curious about it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that's a good deal? What do you think about the Holy Land? Are you worried about Southwest Airlines? And are you looking forward to the new entertainment on the Sun Princess like I am? Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation. And let's do the shirt. Are you ready? Ta-da! I'm the captain. Let's just assume I'm always right, right? Oh boy. Yeah. Let's not assume that.